All right, let's go ahead and jump into our root zone moisture map for the United States. As we can see, the biggest thing that stands out, at least to me on this map, is going to be what's actually happening up in the Dakotas. We had that recent rainfall a little earlier on in the week, and what that really did is put some well-needed moisture back into the ground. Those folks up there really dealing with elevated levels of drought, and the folks that are unfortunately still very dry are going to be out here in Iowa and actually parts of northwestern Illinois dealing with really dry and volatile soils, and actually down in Oklahoma and over by the Red River in Texas also dealing with the effects of some recent rains. And what that's actually done is kind of halted just a little bit the production of the corn that's going into the ground, but we're still seeing an overall increase of the corn planted, and actually an increase of right around 10% for much of the country. 92% is planted up there in Minnesota. The same deal out in Virginia, getting close to 9% in Texas. Now, when we're talking about soybeans, can see that 66% of the country is already planted. Still a massive increase, right around 20% increase from this time last week. Still seeing dry conditions for a lot of the country, allowing for planting to continue. I don't see why planting won't be an issue going into next week. Here's a look at our precipitation outlook. And again, a lot of the northern plains are going to be fairly dry. That's thanks to a high pressure system that is starting to build. Now for our Gulf Coast states and our really dry areas, especially out there in western Texas, they are going to be dealing with an above average amount of rainfall going into the month of June, and that's actually going to be persisting through the East Coast. Atlanta, Illinois, 72 degrees and a low of 50 degrees. Rosebud, Arkansas, 76 degrees and a low of 59 degrees, just partly cloudy skies there. And finally, Martin, North Dakota, 70 degrees and a low of 43 degrees.